Good morning, everybody. So my name is Alon. I'm one of the co-founders and the CEO at BrandTotal. I'll talk to you a little bit more about my background, but I think what's more interesting is my partner here, Gadi. Good morning, Gadi.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining me here. So let's drill down and talk about what problem do we solve, or why do we feel that marketers up until now have not really been able to go agile. We've been talking about this. I think that agile marketing has been a buzzword that's running around for, I don't know, like ages. I don't know how many years. But apparently it's not so easy to achieve. We think that it stems from a bigger and broader problem, which I'll share with a story. So my background is from McCann. I'm a strategy guy. I did strategy for Unilever, Honda, IKEA, all of these big brands. Until kind of a strategy guy really needs his data in order to think about what the next steps are going to be. And I remember a specific problem that I encountered. Really couldn't understand what my competition, and actually not even my competition, but what I'm doing digitally. There was no one place where I could just go and see everything. One story really resonated. We saw declining market share in the deodorant category for Unilever for about a month, with no apparent explanation. After about a month of these steady declines, one of the brand manager reaches out to everybody and says, guys, watch out. There's a campaign directed to teens by one of our competitors. So I remember myself walking up to that brand manager and asking her, where did this wonderful insight come from? Because we all missed it. And she said, I sat last night at home on my daughter's computer and I got the ad. Your daughter, how old is she? 13 and have another 15-year-old. They both use the same computer. So I'm a classic millennial with the scruff beard and all. So I would not get targeted for a teen ad, right? This is basically how digital marketing operates or works. That's just one pillar of a much bigger and broader phenomenon. We know now how to call in the name of dark marketing. It's not just that if you're not a part of the target audience, right? Segmentation. You don't get to see what's being put out there. But that mom saw a banner ad. What happened with that specific campaign on Facebook and in Instagram and in Twitter, and I could go probably on and on, right? So you also don't get to see the entire picture because the digital marketing ecosystem is so highly fragmented, right? Think about yourselves, right? Do you know where all of your marketing activities are doing, or do you know what all of your marketing activities are up to right now? There's no just one place to see everything. Not to mention what's up with competition. Last but not least, personalization. I'm sure you all know is all the rage, right? It's only gonna get worse with one-to-one, at scale, personalized content, right? So dark marketing is here to stay. And we think that it's really hard to go agile if you don't have the entire picture. You don't know what you're doing, you don't know what your competition is doing. How could you actually be responsive, adjust your marketing strategy on the fly if you don't have the full picture, if you're shooting in the dark? I'll give you an example. So this is Apple's official Twitter page. I'm guessing you all recognize the latest launches. This is a snapshot, and feel free to go on your phones to Apple's official Twitter page. Find Apple. You'll see that Apple hasn't tweeted. That's a snapshot of their real page. Feel free to do it either now or in your spare time. But in fact, we saw that Apple, during the launch, aired 65 different pieces of content from that specific page. These are called dark posts or dark tweets. And essentially, again, this is an implementation of the dark marketing practice, right? It sounds nefarious. It's not that nefarious. It just means that people are actually implementing, right, segmentation properly. You guys are probably all doing it by yourselves.